voices. In continuation with our earlier video on IPL and on startups, this week I'm going to tell you about a very interesting topic because we deal in that very often and regularly. Is about how teams make money. So I'm going to come to it very shortly. But before that, success of the IPL, that is the Indian Premier League, depends heavily on the success of its individual franchisees and how they are performing as a brand and financially. Franchisees are obviously something where fans root for, and they have their say. How fans are very passionate and emotional about their respective teams, but at the same time, business owners or the investors or the owners of the franchisees not just look at that point of view, but also look at it from the point of view of the return on investment that they have put in. That is very important for us to understand how they look at it on a financial perspective. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down for you guys, that how Chennai Super Kings, the Mahendra Singh Dhoni led team, how does CSK make money? What's the revenue model of CSK? And in the same manner, other teams also, how they make money. But because we deal a lot in investments in Chennai Super Kings shares, in fact we ourselves are holding it. We are going to make it very simple for you. Which are the How does CSK make money? What's their revenue model? And try to break it down for you guys. Let's get to the first revenue stream that CSK earns from, and which is by far the the biggest stream of revenue that any IPL team generates income from, is the income from grant of central rights. Now, what do I mean by that? I'm going to tell you that. Let's take the actual figures and how the math actually works. Star Sports, the broadcasting network, has signed a deal with BCCI for 5 years contract to broadcast IPL on their network of channels worth 16,000 crore rupees. Right now, 60 out of 16,000 crore rupees, approximately 60% is to be shared amongst the 8 IPL teams that are there, and 40% goes to the pocket of BCCI. 60% of 16,000 crores, so that's approximately 9,600 crores for 5 years amongst 8 teams. Now, if you divide by 5 years, you get 1,920 crores, and if you divide that figure by 8 teams, that is 240 crores per team per annum is the grant of central right that each IPL team earns per annum from BCCI. This forms at least 65 to 70% of a particular IPL team. So Chennai Super Kings have a stable revenue stream from this particular mode that they are going to earn for the next 5 years, and obviously later on this broadcasting income is going to go up, the central grant is going to go up. But today Chennai Super King earns approximately, in fact in FY 19-20, if I'm not wrong with the figure, they earned around exactly 240 crores, which is 70% of their total revenue from grant of central rights. Second stream of revenue from where Chennai Super Kings, or for that matter any other IPL team, earns from is sponsorship income. Now, brands or companies, what we discussed even in the last video about startups getting associated with IPL teams, individual IPL teams, if they want to get associated with an IPL team, they need to pay a certain sponsorship fee for them. And there are multiple avenues how sponsorship fee can be divided. So just to break it down, a basic list is, you can say brand logo on jerseys, on helmets, on your pants, etc., on the players' pants. There is in stadium advertising, on the boards of the brands, in the stadium. Then there is in stadium stalls or fan based kind of activities for them to promote their brands in the stadium. There are media rights, there are access to fan club database, which the brands want obviously from the various fan clubs that these franchisees have. So these are various kind of sponsorship deals that can be structured from company to company, and how the franchisees want to take it forward. But this forms again 15 to 20% of the total revenue of individual franchisees and also of Chennai Super Kings as we are talking about. But major revenue stream for Chennai Super Kings and other IPL teams is gate fee income. That is the ticket sales that individual franchisees do during their home matches in the season of IPL. So there are approximately 7 home matches that every IPL team has to play. So the ticket sales that those teams do during their home games is a certain percentage, that is approximately 13 to 15 percentage of their total revenue stream. By the way, major Premier Leagues like, for example, English Premier League, the Football Premier League, gets at least, individual franchises get at least 25% of their total revenue from gate fee income. Now, this is where something, yes, our Indian franchisees, Indian Premier League franchisees can improve a lot. It also depends, on the number of games that they are playing, the days when the games are scheduled, that is, it might be weekends or weekdays. The timing of the slot, I mean the timing of the game, it might be an 8 p.m. game or a 4 p.m. game. Yes, this year we don't have many 4 p.m. games, but in general, when it is held in India, the location of the stadium, how far it is, from the mainstream of the city, from the heart of the city. If it's a little bit on the outskirts, it becomes difficult. So all these things matter. The price of the seat matters. The range, of the seat, the pricing of the seat matters a lot. So keeping all these things in mind, if it can be improved, there is of course a huge scope of improvement from 13 to 15% to probably 20 to 25% of the total revenue stream, and obviously that would increase the overall revenue also, and per se the percentage of the total revenue from gate fees. The fourth and majorly the last one revenue stream, which how from where CSK makes his money, is the merchandising sales. Yes, that's right. But this is a very very small percentage of the total revenue. In fact, it's less than probably 2% of their total revenue comes from the merchandise sale that they do. When you compare that with any major, English Premier League franchisees, they earn at least 13 to 15% of their total revenue from sale of their merchandise. Now, merchandise is something, it might be men's and women's wear, kids toys, then school bags, watches, clocks, mobile case covers, etc. These all are your various kind of merchandise that franchisees like to sell to the fans. Now, there are two ways how you can sell it. First is obviously you put it on your own e-commerce portal and you sell it directly to your fans, to your customers. And the second one is you can either license it out to a third party who can take care of all the branding, the marketing and the sales, for that particular franchisee's merchandise. So these are the two manners how you can do or increase your merchandising sales. It's a very very unexplored arena for Indian Premier League franchisees, but hopefully in the future, it can pick up and it can increase the overall base of the revenue also. Thank you. So guys, if you've liked this video a lot, I would request you to subscribe to my channel, click on the notification bell below, and we'll make sure we come out with some amazing content on startups, on business, on entrepreneurship, on numbers, and try to help you with whatever knowledge that we can bring on the table. Also, I would love to know your inputs or your views on the various revenue streams that you've just heard from me on how IPL franchisees make money, and if you all feel there is some other manner in which the teams make money, and please post it in the comment section below. We would love to know your views and your comments out here. Thanks a lot, guys.